Hari Om. Let's look further. Let's continue looking at Sushumna. When Sushumna is active, the breath flows through both nostrils simultaneously in the same time. Normally, this happens only for a few minutes when the breath dominance changes over from one nostril to the other, which usually takes place every 90 minutes. Sushumna flows after practicing pranayama, prayer and meditation, and also when one is about to commit a criminal act. It's interesting about the criminal act, so we see that that's what it is, unknown pulse of energy. When Sushumna flows, the whole brain operates, but only half of the brain is active during the flow of Ida and Pingala. At the time of Sushumna, both Karmendrayas and Jnanedrayas, it's physical organs and mental organs. These organs of which we kind of connect into the world and study the world through. So they function simultaneously, and one becomes very powerful. Feeling of union and steadiness arise because Sushumna is the conductor of Mahaprana, the Kundalini energy, or the Mahaprana we said. Meditation states dawn spontaneously, even in the middle of the traffic jam. The flow of Sushumna is considered to be the most favorable for any type of sadhana. Yeah, that's why we talk about the Sushumna as a very gracious, amazing, powerful source. It's kind of basically our connection to universe Mahaprana, our own unlimited battery. That's how I can explain it. Sushumna represents the integration and harmony of opposites at all levels. It indicates the balance and fusion of the opposite principles of Ida and Pingala. The following chart, there's a chart shows the experience of these three forces at various levels, and we can go through that shortly. We talked about the balance before. I was talking about too sad, too happy, too excited, too phlegmatic, everything too. So it doesn't matter. We don't have in the yoga, there's no description, this is good, this is bad. So too good, too bad. We don't have this. So everything too much is already kind of not bad, but not in the present. It's not bad, but it's not negative bad. But it's not what we're trying to achieve, and it's something that's going to deplete our energy. And like a pendulum, it's constantly moving from one side to the other, and it will always distable, always disbalanced. But only when we slow down and step in the middle of Sushumna, that's when the presence, and when there's no energy flowing anywhere around, and it's directly going up through Sushumna, that's when you are perfectly happy. Because if you remember yourself through your life, you always had the moments, even if the very super happy moments of your life, too excited moments, there's always been kind of drawback after. And same with the negative experience, like you feel very negative, something like that, and then you felt very more optimistic after. But both of them, these switches in between, were leaving you with some sadness or regret that it's not happening again with you, or you wanted to do it again, these kind of things, yeah? And that's why this is so dangerous with the modern world to have this materialistic approach when you want this and you want this. And why people feel more depressed. And the studies, should pull out this paper next time. And there's a study showing that you can live in very bad conditions, some very kind of poor suburb area, country, whatever, when you have maybe war, maybe some negative things happens, climatically or because of people or government. And people might be even more, in general, everyday happier, present, than the people in some very developed, rich countries, where they have everything available for them, houses, cars, shopping, whatever they want, fancy job. And those people much more tend to be depressed, feel isolated, lonely. They don't feel communication with surroundings is fruitful for them, and they feel this sadness in their life, like they cannot empty this cup. Directly explain this by this pendulum, and we call them painful polarities here. So look on the table. So we have in the table Ida, we have Pingala and Sushumna, 3 points. What they're looking at. So Ida is Chitta, Pingala is Prana, Sushumna is Kundalini. Ida is mental, Pingala vital, Sushumna is supramental. Ida is negative, Pingala positive, Sushumna neutral. Ida feminine, Pingala masculine, and Sushumna androgynous, nothing. Ida is yin, Pingala is yang, and Sushumna is Tao. Ida is moon, Pingala is sun, Sushumna is the light. The Ida is cold, Pingala is hot, and Sushumna is temperate. Ida imagination, Pingala logic, Sushumna wisdom. Desire, Ida, Pingala action, Sushumna is knowledge. Ida internal, Pingala external, Sushumna centered. Ida night, Pingala day, and Sushumna dusk or dawn. Ida is passive, Pingala dynamic, and Sushumna is balanced. Ida is subjective, and Pingala is objective, but Sushumna is awareness. Yeah? So you kind of have a sense of this absolutely different qualitative jump, kind of like quantum jump here of the Sushumna. Kind of it's come from different universe to us, not from different, but it goes above these distinctions that our mind tend to do in this existence. Yeah. Ida is parasympathetic, Pingala sympathetic, and Sushumna cerebrospinal. Ida blue, Pingala red, Sushumna yellow. Ida is Ganga and Pingala Yamuna, and Sushumna is of course Sarasvati. Ida is Brahma, Pingala is Vishnu, and Sushumna is Rudra. Ida is subconscious, Pingala conscious, and Sushumna is unconscious. Ida is Sattva, Pingala is Rajas, Sushumna is Tamas. And the last one will be Ida is A, Pingala is U, and Sushumna is M. Let's look to the last paragraph, purpose of yoga in respect to this. So there are planes of existence and areas of consciousness that remain in absolute darkness for the average individual. These planes are much more beautiful and creative than those one lives in now. By penetrating and eliminating them, one is able to experience different states of consciousness, just as one experienced the state of dream or sleep. When the pranic energy is awakened, it circulates to these dark areas of consciousness. And then the inner city is illuminated and the soul is reborn into a new dimension of existence, a new era of experience. So you basically been reborn in terms of, you kind of, people sometimes say, been waking up, like you've been in a dream so far in your life. And sometimes life can feel like a dream or nightmare or something like, Groundhog Day, repeating every day saying. We don't have this clearness. And I remember there was a period of my life, and I think it was just general on the planet, I felt it through the people, when I think it was kind of like more 90s maybe, or beginning of 2000, something. It was like kind of like you feel like even the colors of outside is dimmed, and you do not clearly kind of feel the world around you as maybe before you start seriously practice yoga, and then it's become like, like somebody increase the brightness of your screen, everything become clearer, sharper, sensation stronger, and that's when you come into this balance. The process, however, takes place gradually. First, the body is rendered subtle and pure through yogic practices and transformed into a yogic body. The very physical molecules in the body are altered, and the pranic and mental forces undergo a metamorphosis. This is achieved through the purification of the nadis, which enables the prana to awaken. The awakened prana then gradually illuminates the whole consciousness and basically activate all your brain. And I was talking about this just before when I say how we, all the preparationally practices we do to bring ourselves to this state, to kind of expand our energy body, cleanse them. And it's not like we creating new passages and this kind of stuff. We are just reactivating, rediscovering what we already have. We always had it. And that's when many people forget. And when they come to yoga class, they don't even aware of it, but they're like, oh my God, I start feeling myself again. I'm remembering who I am. That's how I want to be. So I hope you have this experience. Hari Om.